It's the hooey in St. Louis, the fury in Missouri, the word that rhymes with another word that rhymes. It's Trump the Terrible versus clinical Clinton. It's like Terminator 2, but with only one robot. So who needs a win? Most agree Hillary won the first debate, especially after Trump wallowed in the beauty queen story like Lou Dobbs in a nude mud bath. So Hillary enjoyed a bump in the polls, but then came the Veep debate with Mr. Interruption.
Contributions from foreign governments.
You are Donald Trump's apprentice.
Instead of Hillary Clinton expanding the Syrian
or instead of you violating the Constitution.
But we can't know for certain who these people are coming from Syria.
And when we don't let them know, we don't let them in.
Tim Kaine's more amped than an eel chugging Jolt Cola in a vat of crack. Power lines are less high-strung than that fella. Pence, however, looked in command. His stoic indifference made Mount Rushmore look like a frightened boy band. It was like Pence was auditioning to replace Abe Lincoln on the nickel. So he kicked ass, and Trump surprisingly took no credit.
Mike Pence did an incredible job. And I'm getting a lot of credit because that's really my first so-called choice. That was my first hire.
Guess I should have looked at that first. But Sunday night's debate is different. It's a town hall, meaning questions come from the folks in the audience. So the question for Hillary becomes, what are folks? Do they bite? Or are they magical creatures made of candy? Trump had a town hall just Thursday night as practice.
This isn't right. This has nothing to do with Sunday. We're just here because we just wanted to be here.
All right, I was wrong. Hillary's going to do what she did the last time. She's going to go underground to prepare. But consider this. This week, the Washington Free Beacon ran a leaked memo outlining how a Hillary appearance on the Steve Harvey show would go. Topics, questions, the works. Here she is talking about the first time she saw Bill.
So I go over and I said, if you're going to keep looking at me and I'm going to keep looking back, we at least ought to know each other. You know, I thought that was the proper thing to do, right?
Yeah, yeah. No, that was pretty smooth. That was actually a player move. Yeah.
I didn't know that at the time.
Yeah.
Well, that was as spontaneous as a military parade. Now, no one should expect hard-hitting stuff from Steve Harvey, not with that mustache. But Hillary just doesn't do spontaneity. Check out this totally non-rigged question at a rally in PA.
Hi, Madam Secretary. I'm Brennan, and I'm 15 years old. At my school, body image is a really big issue for girls my age. I see with my own eyes the damage Donald Trump does when he talks about women and how they look. As the first female president, how would you undo some of that damage and help girls understand that they are so much more than just what they look like?
Oh, thank you. I am so proud of you for asking that question.
That's impressive. Until you find out the child's dad is a Democratic state senator who endorsed Clinton over Sanders, but I'm sure he didn't help her with that question. And my face is made of marshmallows. The point is, Hillary is as impromptu as a moon landing. So if someone throws her a curveball, can she hit it? Or will she have a canned answer that makes Siri seem like a free spirit? Either way, I really can't say because I didn't write an end to this. So after I write that, you know, there's always breaking news, and this happened as we went to tape a video surfaced from 2005 in which you can hear Donald Trump making sexually charged comments about women. The comments, leaked by the Washington Post, were caught on a hot mic while Trump was talking with Billy Bush of Access Hollywood.
You know, I'm automatically attracted to beautiful. I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet. You just kiss. I don't even wait. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Whatever you want.
Grab them by the do anything.
All right. Well, in a statement, Trump said this was locker room banter, a private conversation that took place many years ago. Bill Clinton has said far worse to me on the golf course. Not even close. I apologize if anyone was offended. I apologize if anyone was offended. That's really not an apology. Apology is, I'm sorry I said that. Anyway, Hillary Clinton tweeted that the comments were horrific. All right, Rob, how bad is this?
For everyone in America, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Because we have to pretend that people who've heard stuff like that before are truly horrified.
Yes.
Everyone's got to say things like, that's horrific, oh my God, I can't believe anyone talked that way. Then we have to listen to Billy Bush, who sounded like Steve Carell and the 40-year-old virgin, you know, when he says that bags of sand thing, because he doesn't really get what's going on, he's supposed to fit in. And now we have to hear actually the worst thing about Trump is that he can't even do the apology right. It's all so awkward. It's like these are the two people that America has coughed up to run for president, and we have to watch it for the next 30 days. It's like, I want out.
I know, I want out.
I want out.
I want out. Jessica, let's face it. The people that already love Trump, this isn't going to bother them.
No.
The people that hate Trump, this is just going to reinforce their hate. It's pretty bad. I got 3 older sisters. I don't like hearing that.
No.
But is it going to matter?
Well,
I can't believe I swore.
You know,
that's horrific. Your language is horrific.
I would never vote for you.
Yes.
No, I think that what we've been seeing lately is this shift with independent voters going to Hillary from Trump. He was leading in high double digits with them. Now it's low single digits. He has now college-educated white women. She's up plus 30 when Mitt Romney won them by 6 in 2012. So I think that that's where you're really going to see the change. The Trump base is totally with them and probably thinks that this is funny. And you're right, the haters, the liberals on the other side are going to go nuts about it. And I'll be tame about it this evening. But, you know, it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, this is a big deal, Tyrus, is it not?
Yeah, it's a real big deal. First of all, I've lived in a locker room most of my child and adult life, and we might have said some things that might have been whatever. But when we talk about conquest, positive things that have happened. First of all, if anyone listened to that conversation, there's 2 guys who don't score a lot. That's number one. That's not how you talk as a retired conqueror. We didn't talk that way. Second, the apology. He broke the bro code. He named another guy.
Yeah.
That's not cool. Yeah, I did it, but Bill Clinton did. Even if it is Bill, when you get caught, you don't. Well, come on, Stanley, you did it too. Like, the apology was bad. It was actually
especially
worse.
not the guy. He's not running against Bill Clinton, which people seem to be confused about. And it's not like we can't have a conversation about what Bill Clinton did that was inappropriate.
No, about that. It's about what Hillary did to the women who accused him of sexual assault.
No,
I think the more important.
But I understand that, but I'm saying when he invokes Bill Clinton in the apology, I thought that really didn't make a lot of sense.
Well, look,
he broke the bro code. Did nobody not get that he broke the rule? You take your punishment.
Yeah.
What he said, it wasn't just that it was crude, it was vulgar. What he was describing, if you walk up and grab someone in the that's assault. That's assault. So it wasn't just like, oh, that's gross, that's crude, that's assault. So that's not okay. The whole thing is a huge mess. It's going to continue to be a mess every election we ever have, now that we have like social media and you know, hot mics. I don't even know what I've been recorded doing throughout my life. I'm serious. I can never run for president. So I think that, unfortunately, this is going to be the kind of discourse we see surrounding elections more and more as time goes on.
We're putting the course in discourse.
Oh, you just made that up right now.
We'll be right back. No, I'm kidding. I just thought it would be clever to say that. Yes, Rob.
I was going to say, this is a Friday. I'm giving this away, but should I not have done that?
Well, yeah, it's too late now.
I would say only this.
You broke the code.
Wait, I'm so confused.
Broke the time code.
At the end of the week, right?
End of the week.
And at the end of the week, probably for the next 3 weeks, there's going to be an email dump.
Well, it happened, and no one noticed.
Well, like I say, it was Hillary Clinton's emails, and you know in her headquarters in Brooklyn, they've got more than this tape ready to go, and this is not a coincidence. They're going to release it every time there's an email leak, there will be a Trump audio leak until this whole nightmare is over.
Yeah.
And
it's leak versus leak.
Yeah.
Can we talk about something positive? Mike Pence? Did Mike Pence just create a new brand?
Mike Pence did something that was crazy. He was presidential.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whether I agree with everything that he said, he came off how someone running for the highest office should.
Yeah.
He even did something, again, crazy. He agreed with his opponent. He said, I agree with what you have to say. I feel this way. They shook hands in the beginning. The debate was over. They exchanged ideas. They shook hands at the end.
Yeah.
It was, if you watch any debate, that's the debate you should have watched.
Right. You know, Mike Pence, I think we have tape of him. This is after obviously after the debate. And he's kind of proud of himself.
I want to apologize. I'm running just a few minutes late this morning. I would have got here sooner, but Tim Kaine called me 5 times during breakfast to interrupt me.
Pretty good joke.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Pretty good joke.
It's like Kane is his cow. He's just going to keep milking it.
Yeah, he'd be like the hell of a host of a prayer brunch. I think he's really good at that.
But I mean, were you impressed?
Yeah.
Refreshing?
Yeah, definitely, especially after the last one, which was just like the kind of the fights that people get on couches, on reality TV shows.
Right.
That's what the presidential debate reminded me of.
Mm-hmm. But that's usually the vice presidential debate. They're sitting at a table, they're speaking. I mean, people forget in 2000 when Joe Lieberman and Dick Cheney had a debate, everyone at the end of that debate said either one of these two guys would rather be president.
Right.
And that was when we didn't hate Dick Cheney. Everyone didn't hate him. He wasn't evil. But back then, he was considered, Joe Lieberman, Dick Cheney were considered grown-ups who should be president.
Yeah, when I was watching the debate, you know what? Kane reminded me of the guy, the stranger who sits next to you on a plane who talks to you.
The whole time on an overnight flight.
Yeah, and Pence is the guy.
Even with your headphones on.
Yeah, even with your headphones on.
In the bathroom.
Pence is the stranger who sits down and leaves you alone, and you almost want to say hello to him because he's just like an ice. He's like an ice man.
Right.
What is an ice man?
I think Kane's instructions were, you got to show personality, kid.
Yeah.
You got to fire. You got to, you have to attack. And,
I think it was that more than personality.
And I think Kane was out of his comfort zone because I don't feel like he's a former lawyer and he's done very well being just that guy that you kind of like. Kane is a tough guy to hate.
Yeah.
And
Jekyll
for him to interrupt and stuff like that. Yeah. He wasn't himself.
Yes. His strategy should have been to say, be more in sorrow than in anger. Like, I'm really sorry that you, a great governor of a state who's a social conservative, has family values, has to defend this pig. That really should have been his tack, which it wasn't.
That's a good point. You know, Kat, he reminded me of a classmate, like the kid that after Christmas got back to school to brag about how his presents were better than yours. Did he have this kind of like thing?
Yeah, absolutely. I really hate when people are like that because I didn't get it that much stuff. No, but and also it doesn't matter. Can we talk about that though?
What?
It really doesn't matter. The VP choices, nobody cares. I don't even know why we have them. I guess we have them in case the president dies or whatever.
There you go.
But nobody cares. It doesn't really matter. They both did a great job, but I guess, it's meaningless, just like, life itself.
All right. Well,
I kind of disagree with you.
Somebody's in an unusual mood tonight.
I disagree with you with your analogy.
Yeah.
He's not like the kid who bragged about having presents. He's the kid that you're forced to go to his birthday party.
Yeah.
And his mom has made all of you go to his birthday party, and he's like, everyone sing happy birthday to me, and no one wants to because we're all forced to be here. We're not really your friends. And he's having his moment because your mom made you go because his mom asked her. That's
a lot of childhood stuff coming out here.
Yeah, this is
really good.
This is not just a couch for talk show. I do a lot of therapy after the show.
I'm here for hours.
Lights, a little patchouli. All right, coming up.